Hello and welcome to Always Classy and Elegant. I am Brandy, your host, coach, and mentor, and I am here with your etiquette tip of the week. This week, coming off of the weekend's festivities of a major celebrity wedding, I think that it's appropriate that we talk about dressing appropriate for an occasion. So, if you got to see any of the headlines and any of the photos, Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez got married somewhere in Greece, and we saw celebs from all over flock to the location in their finery for the event. Now, I don't know if you've had a chance to look through some of the photos. I have, and some of the outfits were beautiful and great and absolutely perfect for the occasion. Some not so much. It's a wedding, so even though it's a Hollywood type wedding, there's still something we need to keep in mind. It is a wedding, it is a ceremonial, usually a religious event, so we want to dress appropriately, and that means maybe covering up just a little bit more. To bring things to a more everyday, relatable situation, I have jury duty today. And so, no, I am not going to appear in this dress, but let me give you the breakdown of the outfit and the reasons why. Because part of being classy and elegant is dressing for the occasion and being prepared. So, I know that I am probably going to have to walk a couple of blocks from the parking garage to the courthouse. Therefore, I am wearing a tank dress because I live in Houston, Texas, and although we have not hit the peak of summer heat, it is already persecutingly hot and humid. So I want to be able to be a little bit cooler as I walk that block and a half to 2 blocks to the courthouse. However, once I get into the courthouse, I will have in my tote bag in my tote bag, I will have my sweater. So I can put this on once I get into the courthouse and I can be completely appropriately dressed for the occasion. But let's talk about shoes. I'm going to put this to the side for a moment. Now let's talk about shoes. As I mentioned, I'll have to walk a couple of blocks. I typically don't like a closed in toe flat, but I will be wearing a flat sandal that is not a flip flop to walk from the parking garage to the courthouse. And then I will have another pair of more office type appropriate sandals in my tote bag. So therefore, I am prepared for my walk and for actually being in the courthouse venue. Now, depending on where you are going, what's accepted, what the dress code or the rules are, you may or may not be able to wear an open toed shoe. Here in Houston, because it is so hot most of the year, most establishments are okay with an open toed shoe. They may say that it needs to cover at least 50% of your foot. Some places don't even have a guideline. So, regardless of what you do, although etiquette typically will call for a closed toe pump, if it is acceptable and if you are within the guidelines, depending on the weather and your location, those are things that you have to take into consideration. An open-toed shoe may be perfectly acceptable. Additionally, part of being elegant and classy is being prepared. So I will have in my tote bag my charger to keep my phone charged and a power cord so that I can charge it and a portable power bank so that I can restore power to my phone without having to look for an outlet or disturb anyone. So those are just a few things that I will have to keep myself occupied and to be prepared for this afternoon's jury service summits. So I hope this helped. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please come back next week for next week's etiquette tip of the week. Until then, please remember, always keep it classy and elegant. Take care now.